So there's a
full-size harness.
APCO air comfort harness with swing arm bars already attached.
Cage.
The world's smallest cage. Oh my god, it's so light. This is crazy light. So what this is the RB Raphael Benetti MiniMot. It has the DLE 170 twin cylinder engine on it, direct drive. And we're gonna go ahead and put this together. We're gonna weigh it, and we're really excited to fly it ourselves, and eventually my 13-year-old daughter is gonna train on this unit.
This has a Walbro carburetor on it, just saying.
Oh, it's a real Walbro
It's
car?
a real
It's
Walbro
not even a
car.
Chinese
No,
knockoff
it
Walbro
says
car? It's got dual mufflers.
Dude. You only need 3 spars, and they're all the same size.
3D printed.
Sorry, it's a big job for one person. This is for
Something weird.
Yeah. Sure. Put some fuel in her. Fire it up, man. It's huge.
Okay, I'm gonna need a big wing. It's pretty badass that you can put it in the back seat of your car or truck, completely put together.
That has more power than I thought. All right, so let's talk about the MiniMot real quick. And I will tell you that the weight shift is definitely unparalleled. And here's why. Check it out. I can easily toss myself into wingovers if I wanted to with just the weight shift. Granted, I am flying a free fly wing, so that does change it just a little bit, but like, don't have to even try. So now the goal is to glide down and spot land and pretend that I am just bridge soaring in Costa Rica. I really enjoy this thing. It's a lot of fun.
The RB MiniMot does use the genuine DLE 170 engine. It is a twin cylinder direct drive 18 horsepower engine, and it spins a 108 centimeter propeller. So as you can imagine, a short propeller is not going to do as good a job taking that 18 horsepower and turning it into thrust. The Paramotor does use an actual APCO lightweight comfort harness. It also has swing arms that are articulating, so they move both up and down and in and out to be able to weight shift, number one, and also get a feel for what the wing's doing, much more like a free flight harness would fly. It is electric start only, and the battery to start the RB MiniMot is placed into the pocket of the harness. One thing that's unique about the RB MiniMot is that it does not have a magnetic generator to make a spark. So it uses an electronic ignition. The bad part about that is if your battery dies, your motor dies. Now I can tell you guys, we've had our MiniMot for several months now. We brought it to Bad Apples. We've let several people demo the unit, and the battery hasn't died yet. In fact, it still shows a full charge. That shouldn't be a major concern for you. I would just encourage you guys to not let that battery go completely dead. The total weight of the RB MiniMot Paramotor is 33 pounds. That does not include the battery or the fuel. The battery adds a pound to a pound and a half. I can confidently say it's the lightest paramotor I've ever put on my back. The cons, first off, the thrust. It's not amazing. It's not even an Atom 80, but is it enough? Yes. I'm 172 pounds. I would normally fly an A wing in about the 20 meter range with a Moster 185. When I'm flying the RB MiniMot, I'm flying a 26 meter A wing to give me enough wing to feel like I don't have to run too far and I have a decent climb when I get off the ground. This is not going to be the motor for you big guys out there. But let's talk about who this motor is for. This motor is going to be really, really good for the person who is smaller, more petite in stature, struggles with the weight of 45-pound or heavier paramotor on their back. And this is the only way that they can get into the sport for foot launching. Your free fly guys, this flies a lot more like a free flight harness, and it's lightweight. So if you're a free flight pilot and you are interested in transitioning over to paramotor, this is really unique because it gives you the opportunity to get off the hill or even off the flatlands and up into free flight. And when you shut this down, you've got a very small cage. You've got a 108 centimeter propeller, so there's in a direct drive. It's not freewheeling, so there's really not much extra drag at all. So it's really like you can use the motor to get up to free fly, shut it down, free fly for a while. If you bomb out, start it up, go back up and do it again without a whole lot of extra drag that a regular paramotor is going to induce. Another category of person who might really like this motor is someone who likes the idea that you can transport the RB MiniMot in your car without breaking it down. You saw in the video, it just went right into the back seat of my truck. You don't have to worry about the rain, the weather, having a rag, straps to strap it down. You don't need to worry about it falling off the back of your car. So transportability, there's nothing that beats this RB MiniMot paramotor. The DLE 170 engine, while it is a very popular RC engine and one that has been out there for a while, you can't call Sky Sports for parts. The only issue that we already had was we had an exhaust fail. Since then, RB MiniMot has redesigned the exhaust to reinforce the connecting bracket. That was the part that failed. I also want to mention that we did notice that the two bolts that hold the exhaust in did loosen up, and I think that contributed to the failure. So going forward now, we're going to check those bolts every couple hours. We did put Loctite on them and make sure that due to vibration, those bolts that hold the exhaust to the cylinders do not loosen up, because if they do loosen up, the whole system can move a lot more and that can lead to failure. Another little con, I think, is that there is no switch to connect the battery. There is a XT60 connector that's outside the harness, and you just look over to your left side and you can stretch and connect the connector. It does take a little bit of a stretch. I do wish there was a switch that I could just reach back and turn it on. For safety's sake, I don't ever connect the battery until I've got the motor on my back, and then I can reach down and connect it. I want to talk about this motor versus the AliExpress version that you guys have seen out there in a few videos now. This is not the AliExpress motor. The AliExpress motor is a copy of the DLE 170. If you looked at the frame, it's a no-name off-brand harness. It uses straight J-bar. Quality of the welds and the frame and the harness and the netting and everything else is not up to par with what you're getting with an RB MiniMot. This isn't something that was designed to be simply as cheap as possible to sell as many as possible on a website like AliExpress. It's quality built with a support network of dealers, distributor, which is our company, and Raphael and his company itself in Italy. Let's talk about the pros. The pros, 33 pounds is amazingly light. I'm really excited to use this paramotor to train my 13-year-old daughter. She's about 110 pounds, and I think it's going to be perfect for her. This is far less intimidating. It's not nearly as big on your back. It's light. It's easy to carry around for a while. It's got push button e-start. Much easier for that lighter frame person. Another pro is it has outstanding levels of comfort. The APCO comfort harness is really nice. Articulating weight shift bars that articulate both up and down and left and right. You can really feel that glider. So if you want to start learning thermaling and free flight, this would be a really nice unit to do it on. It's very rugged because the cage is so small and the spars are so short. You don't have nearly as much lever arm. So if you fall over sideways, you fall on your back and you hit that cage, you've got short spars. It's very, very, very stiff. Another pro is its portability. It can go in your truck, it can go in your car. It doesn't need to be broken down. And when you get to where you're going, you can just pull it out, prime it, start it, lay out your wing, and you're ready to fly. Another pro is it's really fun. Kyle, Allie, and I have flown the unit a number of times. We got to demo the unit at Bad Apples. I'd say of all the equipment that we brought there, including these huge trike, everybody was really interested in demoing the MiniMot. Everybody who tried it had huge smiles on their face at the end of their flights. They thought it was really fun, and it's just a blast to fly. If you guys are interested in learning more about the RB MiniMot Paramotor, feel free to contact us. One Up Adventures is the importer distributor for the USA for the RB MiniMot. We also have 43, 44 dealers across the US. We're there to answer your questions. We're there to support the RB MiniMot. We hope that some of you guys too will have an opportunity to fly this. If not here in Lake Wales, or if you see us at a fly-in, don't be afraid to ask if we brought it. An intermediate or up pilot, you're welcome to demo the unit. Or you can contact our phone number at 833-232-5483.